Cuello, and if you're watching this video, chances are that you're really into personal development. You really want to know what can give you that extra edge in life and in business, and what can give you the ability to persuade people, influence them, not because you want to make them do something that they would not do normally, but you want to serve them, you want to help them, you want to contribute to the world, you want to make a positive impact. And you know that if you want to do this, if you want to make this impact in people's lives, you gotta know how to communicate. You gotta know how to step up and capture people's attention and deliver your message in a way that people, not only intellectually they understand what you're saying, but it makes them feel what you're saying. So it's both logically and emotionally. So one of the best videos or talks or speeches that were ever done was a speech by Tony Robbins on a TED Talk called Why We Do What We Do. This TED Talk has now millions of views around the world, and it's free on YouTube. You can watch it. I definitely recommend it. If you are into understanding the human psychology and yourself, how can you persuade yourself to follow through and break through some of the challenges that might holding you back right now? And so that talk is perfect. Go watch it right now, because I'm gonna give you what I'm gonna give you on this video is basically the top 3 strategies that I've noticed that Tony Robbins was using to not only capture people's attention, but actually make them not only inspired to take action, but he literally just turned this audience from a place where they were like, hey, impress me, you motivational guy, into a place where they were totally engaged, watching everything that he was doing, hearing everything that he was saying. So what was it? What was this special thing? So the first thing that he does is he steps into the stage and he deploys intrigue. So intrigue really works to capture someone's attention. So maybe right now you are intrigued to know, okay, how is this intrigue thing, works? How can I use it on the speech? So the way that he did it was he steps into the stage and he says in his usual style, hey, I'm feeling both challenged and excited. Okay, people were like, okay, he's feeling both challenged and excited. Okay, interesting. Why? And he immediately follows through with the reason why. And this is important because you want to engage internal conversation that your audience is having with themselves. Like, oh, he's both challenged and excited. Why? And he immediately says, hey, and here's the reason why. Reason why I'm excited is because I have a chance to contribute. Reason why I'm challenged is because the shortest seminar I do is 50 hours. So, and they feel like humor, they feel like, okay, this is fun, this is interesting, and most importantly, it gave Tony the chance to really, hey, do I have your attention? Do I have your full attention right now? And he does it in a way that is funny and entertaining. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, he deployed a strategy called the reason why. So he does the reason why. This is a strategy where you just basically come in and say, hey, the reason why I'm here is because I believe. And in his case, he said, hey, I believe that human emotion is the most important thing in the world. I'm here because I believe that human emotion drives people to break through some of the biggest challenges that are holding them back from contributing and from making a positive impact in the world. So this is important, or the way that this works and the reason why it's so effective is because it gives you and your audience a chance to connect. Because when you say, hey, I believe that human emotion is super important, I believe that the psychology of an individual is what's holding them back from who they are to who they can become, your audience can say, hey, I believe that too. I'm here because I believe in freedom. I'm here because I believe in free speech. I'm here because I believe whatever the thing that you believe, right? Share it, because that reason why will call people to you. At least those who already get you, right? Who already understand you. So I think that's super important. Another thing that Tony does, and he deploys this across the speech, a kind of hypnotic speech pattern. And the reason why I use this word hypnotic is because he does this in a way that puts people's mind into a trance. So it's not like, okay, I'm a zombie and you will tell me what to do, master, kind of thing. No, it's questions that makes your brain go like your logical brain who is constantly trying to understand and assess if something is true or not, like your logical side and your conscious side. So if I say to you, hey, have you ever had this experience where you were totally certain about what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, and you just follow through and everything just worked? And how could you tell the difference between knowing what to do or being lost? What was the difference? How could you? And what could you do differently if you... So the things that I'm saying, and one of the best speeches that uses this three hypnotic speech patterns is actually the Matrix. So at one point in the first Matrix movie, there's a scene where Morpheus, one of the main characters, asks or starts talking with this main character, Neo. And he says, have you ever had a dream, Neo, that was so real that you could not tell the difference if you're awake or still dreaming? What if you could not awake from such a dream? How could you tell the difference between the real world and the dream world? So the key phrase there is, have you ever had an experience? Have you ever had this situation? Have you ever had this moment where, and as soon as you say this, the people that you're talking to will just, their logical minds, their conscious side, they will start assessing their memories. And as soon as they do that, they go into kind of like an hypnotic stage or state where they are basically reliving and reimagining that experience as you talk with them. And then when you say, hey, how could you, or what if you could not do this? And what if in that specific moment, what if you choose a different path? What if you did this? What if you did that? What if this is possible? What if this could be totally impossible to happen? How could you tell the difference? How could you do this? If that's true, then how could you? How would you feel differently? And all those questions are basically triggering them to go and stay into that hypnotic state. And that is kind of like an addictive state to be, because you're just imagining it. It feels free, and it, most importantly, it makes you pay attention to what the speaker is saying. So anyway, guys, I think that these were at least one of the top 3 strategies that Tony Robbins deployed in his famous talk. Hope that you guys can benefit from these strategies. Hope that you guys use it. And share in the comments below, by the way, your thoughts about this, and share this with someone who might, need to hear this, because they might be in a point where they're gonna deliver a speech and they might be, not totally certain about, okay, how can I get someone's attention? So I'm gonna see you guys on the next videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.